What we do know is that the Ekurhuleni Metro Police were busy conducting routine inspections in an open veld just outside the CBD for illegal dumping when they heard the outcries of miners close to the surface of the ground. That's when they realized that there were people trapped. They notified the rest of the emergency services. We managed to communicate with them and then found that 30 is trapped in the top area of the shaft. They indicated to us that there's about 200 plus the miners still underground with them. At this stage, the rescue cranes, disaster bus, and other response services arrived on scene, busy stabilizing the ground, and hopefully shortly we'll start beginning to open the top area so they can start trying to access these top-level miners.
Do we know how long it's going to take to reach the miners and how long the entire rescue procedure is set to take?
At this stage, it's very difficult to say. The ground is very unstable at the moment. The stabilization of the ground itself can take several hours. From there on, they can probably access the miners, and then they have to stabilize the shaft as far as they go down to access. It's very steep as far as we know towards the deep end of the shaft, and therefore they need to provide extra equipment and extra rescue to stabilize the shaft down the side. Therefore, it might take several hours right up to later this afternoon. We hope to see it going quicker, but obviously safety is a very big concern here.
Now, Wagner, tell us, did the miners communicate to the ER24 team how they became trapped and whether there are any injured among their number?
They did communicate with us as well as the Ekurhuleni rescue teams. They did say that the first couple of ones we did speak to, they are not injured. However, they cannot tell us about the others underneath the secondary layer of rock because as they were trying to get out, the secondary area collapsed. They cannot speak to them at the moment. They can't hear them. So we're not too sure if there's any fatalities or any injuries at this stage. We're also not sure if they managed to get out somewhere else. So we're still treating and setting up areas here for the amount which we initially were told, about 200 people.
Know more about your world.
eNCA.com